Richard Torrez Jr. defeats Joeseph Dawejko last night by combination punching and, a loose mouthpiece, to be honest. Richard Torrez did a great job, though. I'm not going to lie. He surprised me. He surprised me because when we watch Richard Torrez in his first 10 fights, he was mainly on an assault mission. Walking guys down, getting in their chest, landing beautiful uppercuts, hooks, overhands, things like that. But with Joey, he chose a different stance, and I understand why. But it was, I can honestly say it was needed for his career. Joey isn't the biggest heavyweight, but is a big heavyweight. Even though Joey is only about 5'10", real wide, strong, powerful, sneaky heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Not the most accomplished heavyweight, but he's a known heavyweight. Joey has been in camp with everybody. He's been in some great fights. He has a lot of experience when it comes to a Richard Torrez Jr. So what I was trying to say in the beginning was Richard Torrez boxed in this fight. He actually used his legs, stepped in and out, used the jab. He was using counter punches. It was just surprising to watch for me because, like I said, when I would watch Richard Torrez in the past 10 fights, it was him just putting on pressure, and assaulting guys. And it was guys who couldn't handle the pressure. It was guys who wasn't on his level. But Joey, to be honest, with all the experience that he does have versus a Richard Torrez, in my head, it was a 50-50 fight. And I believe that Joey came in pretty good shape, being 244. Not the best shape I've seen him in, but it was pretty good shape for Joey Dawejko. Richard Torrez, he looked elite. You know what I mean? His speed, countering, things like that, his strength, his endurance, his conditioning, everything was up to par. You know what I mean? He did what he had to do. I felt like if it wasn't for the mouthpiece, then he may have slowed Joey down and possibly got the stoppage later on in the fight. But Joey, for some reason, couldn't keep his mouthpiece in. I don't know what the issue was with that, but ended up being disqualified because of it. But that doesn't take away from what Richard Torrez was doing in the fight. I think in that probably like the third round, he even landed a devastating uppercut. It looked like he had Joey spun out a little bit. You know what I mean? Of course, I expected more out of Joeseph Dawejko, but you know what I mean? I'm not the one in the ring. You're in there with a big southpaw. Torrez probably about 6'2", 6'3", something like that. He weighed in, I think, about 232, something like that for the fight. So big, strong kid, man. And I think what happens is last night was he gained some experience in the ring with Joey Dawejko. He saw that it is other things he can do in the ring. He let the world know that there's other things he can do in the ring, not just, walk guys down. He can box you too. Pretty fast. He even had, he showed some good speed last night. I was impressed, to say, at all. You know what I mean? At every, in all. At what he did. You know what I mean? I can't be mad at Richard Torrez. He improves now to 11-0, 11 knockouts. The question is, who would be next for Richard Torrez? You know what I mean? That's the question for me. There's a lot of heavyweights out there. It's a lot of names I could think of, but nobody off top who I think would be a real good match for him right away. But congratulations to Richard Torrez Jr. I appreciate you all for tapping in. I'm Greg Hackett. You can get with me at Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett 215 on X, Greg Hackett on Facebook, and Greg Hackett 215 on TikTok. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.